Hey, what's going on guys? I'm Primal Liquid and I am bringing you another RNG manipulation guide. This time we're going to be looking specifically at the Rosetta stones at the very start of Disc 2 when you're located in the prison. Now before I get started, let's just take a look at what a Rosetta stone is. So a Rosetta Stone is used to teach any Guardian Force the ability times 4 command, and what this does is it will let you equip 4 abilities on your characters. Typically you wouldn't get this ability until like disc 3, disc 4, like very late in the game, so getting it now is very beneficial, especially for things like stat boosting and things like that. So how'd you get it? Well, first things first, I'm going to strongly advise you not to use the boosters on the remaster, simply due to the fact it takes time to activate them, and this is a very time sensitive strategy. Other than that, it can mess up the RNG basically. I was not able to actually get the Rosetta Stone using the boosters, but as soon as I stopped using them, that's it, it was just one after the other. So, how'd you do it? First things first, you want to go to the floor 10, the left hand cell on floor 10 of the prison, and you want to save the game here. Now, I can't quite remember if this is the hidden save point you need Siren's move find for, but I'm fairly sure it's not. Once you've saved the game, you need to hard quit out to the main menu. You can use the exit command on the main menu in the remaster to do this. If you're playing another version, then close the game and reopen it. This resets the RNG value. Okay, next up, now that your RNG value is reset, and this is going to sound more complicated and more, well, harder than it really is, but trust me, it is super simple and you'll more than likely do this first try. So, as soon as you load your save, you want to already be holding down on the analog stick, so as soon as your character's loaded in, you start running to the next screen. During this screen load, you want to be holding the left on the analog stick, so you start running towards the stairs, and roughly when you're in line with them, you want to move the analog stick up so you run straight up the stairs without clipping any of the walls. During this loading screen, you want to hold left on the analog stick so you move out of the way of the stairs, and then you want to quickly switch that to down on the analog stick so you start running down towards the next screen. Okay, now this is the slightly harder bit, and this is probably where people are going to make mistakes. You need to hold right and up on the analog stick at the same time, so sort of towards the top right of an angle. However, you want it slightly more towards the right hand side, and you want to run around the platform this way. It will look like you're going to hit the outer wall eventually, and just before you hit that outer wall, you want to switch it to top left of the analog stick so you can get around the middle platform. And then as soon as you're in the next loading screen, you want to hold up straight away, and then just after you load in and you move like 1 or 2 steps, you want to move it to like the top right, so you run straight through the door basically. Now once you're in the room with the card player, you're safe basically. The RNG is pretty much set in stone at this point. So here's the thing, if you have the card of Queen in Daling City, then unfortunately it's going to take you a heck of a lot longer. If not, then lucky you. So what you need to do is challenge the card player in here 54 times. Now do not actually go into the card battle where you see the menu. Simply choose to start a card battle, and when he asks you to pay 200 gil, select no. You need to do this 54 times and then play him on the 55th game. Doing this, you will always get a Rosetta Stone as a prize. Now that is the method if the Queen of Cards is not in Daling City. If she is there, then I'm sorry to say, but you need to challenge him 140 times and then finally play him on the 141st time. That way you will get a guaranteed Rosetta Stone if she is in Daling City. But there you go guys, this may take a little bit of trial and error depending on how quickly you manage to get around the platform. just because the RNG does tick over time. So if you feel like you are a little bit slow, then that's not a problem. Just play her on the 53rd game and you should also get the Rosetta Stone. However, if you did it in the correct speed and you play her on the 53rd, then unfortunately you will miss it. So it is a little bit of trial and error, but honestly it's far more lenient than it actually sounds. So just go for the 54, challenge him on the 55th game, win and get your Rosetta Stones. I mean, the footage you're looking at right here is 3 back-to-back runs, and every time, as you can see, pretty easily. But there you go guys, how to get a very, very, very good item extremely early on, 100% of the time. So I hope you guys have enjoyed this video. If you have, then be sure to hit that like button, and hey, if you're new around here, be sure to hit that subscribe button. But as always guys, thanks for watching, and I'll see you soon.